Hello, I'm Zoe, and on this channel we like to rummage around the attics of history and see what we can plunder. And today we're going to be making some very easy and simple medieval style braid. Now, I specifically reenact the 14th century, which is the 1300s, although I believe this technique is suitable for a much wider time frame than then, but I'm not quite sure about the exact date. Either way, it's something great that you can do to keep children occupied, or just use it to make your own trim or your own little drawstrings. Or I've even used it and sewn around the edges of necklines and things. It's just really quick and easy, and it looks very effective. So without further ado, let's get into how to make it. To make things easier, I've gone for two contrasting colours so you can see which loop I'm working with. You can do this with a single colour though. First thing you need to do is make a knot. Then take your colour A, which in this case is the white, and just make a little loop, as you can see here. Then you want to pull the red, which is colour B, through that loop, and then pull colour A nice and tight. There we go. You can, of course, secure this to something that won't move to work with, but I personally don't bother because I find it's inconvenient when reenacting in a field. The next thing you need to do is pull colour A through the loop of colour B and pull colour B tight. You will repeat this, making sure that the next colour you're working with always goes over the previous working thread. This will create a nice square braid and an almost chevron-like effect. If you're not doing it right, your work will very quickly show you, and then you just have to adjust as needed. You will find that this gets a lot easier as you keep doing it. I personally don't choose to cut my thread, as I like to have the freedom to make trim as long as I want, but if you are teaching children or learning the technique, it can be a lot easier to work with thread that's, say, only 1 meter long, so you don't get tangled up as you're going forward. The white yarn I'm using is actually glow in the dark. Now, this is obviously very much not medieval. The red is 100% wool, but the idea is that I can tie this to areas that I need to see, so I don't whack my head on them all the time. But in the daylight, they will be completely concealed from the general public and they won't look out of place whatsoever. So here you can see the cord as I've got a little bit further. I'm just going to show you what it looks like on each side so you can get a much better idea about what your finished object should be looking like. And there we have it, one quick and easy medieval style braid. Now I'm going to use this to trim some children's costumes that I'm making, because we want to start to do a dressing up box for the kids. So if that's something you're interested in, I'm happy to make this a series. I'm just gonna film what I'm doing. It's not gonna be too curated, you're just gonna kind of come along with me for the process. If you liked this, feel free to like, comment or subscribe, or don't. I'm not your mum, I can't tell you what to do. I hope that you enjoyed this. It's a little bit different to what I normally do, but I find that some medieval trim making can be very intimidating when you're first beginning. You know, I was looking at people doing like tablet weaving and finger loop braid and all of this stuff, and I was like, ugh, it looks complicated. It's not nearly as complicated as I thought it was. I just got a bit in my own head about it. But yeah, I really love this. It's one of the first trims I learned how to make. I'm actually pretty sure I probably learned it as like an 8-year-old on the school playground when we were making Scoobies. Don't know if anybody else remembers those. They're a bit of a British staple. I've not seen children making a Scooby for a while. Wonder if they're no longer a thing. Anyway, that's a bit of a tangent. I will see you probably in a couple of weeks for another video. I'm trying to upload every other Friday. I think that will work for me, but we're just gonna see. I'll see you later.